This doesn't happen often, but I am pretty early. That would be because I went to bed early last night. As I eat a light breakfast, I gaze at the morning program to recognize on the television screen. Other than the sound coming from the television, there's no other noise in my house. My old man is probably still asleep. My hand naturally reaches out for the remotes. I turn the volume down. It's not that I'm worried about him still being asleep. It's just, I really don't want him to wake up because of the noise. Look at the clock. Normally I'd still be asleep. No better time to start going to school than now. Guess I'll go on time once in a while. I stand up, grab my bag, and walk toward the front door, trying to make it a little noise if possible in the process. It's an unfamiliar sight. Around me are a bunch of people wearing the same uniform as I am, all walking in the same direction. There are people walking by themselves and groups of people who are talking as they walk. There aren't many of them, but there are couples too. Couples, huh? Remind me, Fujibayashi and I are going out. Even though we had a third wheel, we were on a date. So does that mean I'll be going to school in mornings with her from time to time? Nah, I don't see that happening. I doubt she'd ask me to, and I never asked her. Actually, there's no way. There's one way I can see it happening. If her sister sets it up, it's not out of the question. She's set up everything so far up, so it doesn't surprise me that both of us would just rely on Q. Going to school with a girl, huh? Well, that sounds really embarrassing. There! Thud. Whoa. I'm pushed from behind, causing me to lose my balance. Turn around to find Q standing there. I can also barely see Fujibayashi, who's also hiding behind her. Morning. What? Is Rami into people the way the Fujibayashi family has to greet people? Nah, I just never thought you'd be here this early. I thought you were an imposter. And what would you do if you mistook somebody for me? Don't worry, there's no way I would. I suppose that means she did that to me on purpose? Behind the source of the thoughtless laughter, Fujibayashi peeks at me. Yo. Well, good morning. Face is already red first thing in the morning. She lightly bows her head. Still, just what's going on? What do you mean? That you're on the way to school so early. Nothing. Oh, I see. Q grins in, grabs Fujibayashi's hand and pulls her forward. Well, Oni-chan. Tomoya, you're turning over a new leaf and being diligent for Ryu, right? Diligent? Well, of course. Now that you have a girlfriend, of course you can't keep being the delinquent you were. You need to go to school, graduate, go to college, and get a job at a nice company. Hang on a second. Just how much is this girl asking of me? Ryu isn't this nice. See? How much he loves you. How much he loves you. No way, Q's absurdly optimistic logic causes Fujibayashi's face to redden to the point that it looks like she might explode any moment. I just happened to wake up early. I'm about to voice my rebuttal, but before I could actually speak, Q walks up to me. That's not her say. As always, she whispers in my ear so that Ryu cannot hear our conversation. If you try to pull anything funny that would betray Ryu's expectation, like coming to school late again, I'll shorten it. Shorten what? Your height, 1, your height, 2, your hair, 3, your lifespan, 4, all of the above. In any case, I'll let you pick one you like. My recommendation is 4. What disturbing choices give me first thing in the morning. Okazaki-kun. Huh? How should I put this? Well, I think it's a good thing that you're coming to school in the morning. And, well, you're happy to see him in the morning, no? She says with a smile in the confused Fujibayashi's stead. Ryu nods to her sister in response. That makes me a bit happy. And she's happy just because she got to see me. I've never had anyone who liked me so much. And so, lays her palm on my shoulder and once again draws close to my ear. Starting tomorrow, don't you ever dare come late again. Whispers in my ear with the quietest yet still threatening voice she can manage. Although she still is smiling, it is still very intimidating. Oh, that's right. That reminds me. Ryu had something to say. To me? Yeah, yep. Once again, Q pushes Ryu right in front of me and gently gives us a push on the back. You want me to say it now? Doesn't make a difference whether you do it now or later, does it? Come on. Ryu looks at me, her eyes cast downward. As always, her face is blushing red. Okay now, Ryu, hang in there. Didn't we spend all the time prepping you for this last night? Having heard the word prep, Ryu begins to tremble. Just how do they spend their nights? Huff, puff. Fujibashi breathed in deeply, down to clear mind. Mason immediately flushes red. Would you like to eat lunch with me? Her fist gripped tight, she says with an awfully frantic look. Keeps staring at me so much that I wonder if she's forgotten to breathe. I'm okay with that. While after my response, like a balloon that's leaking its air, Fujibashi wobbles and falters. Ryu, are you okay? In panic, Q reaches out to hold her sister. Oni-chan, I gave it a shot. Yeah, you did, you said it. These sisters are so silly. And so, Tomoya, when lunch break starts, you're gonna have lunch with Ryu. Q thrusts her finger at me and says, Ding dong. Oh, lunch already? How convenient. Tsunahara walks toward my seat. Is it lunchtime, Okazaki? Let's go to the store. Huh, yeah. Check for my wallet as I stand up from my seat. When my eyes turn to the door, though, I find Fujibashi standing there. She's looking downward like she's standing there waiting for someone. Wait. I guess it's me she's waiting for. What's up, Okazaki? But don't hurry, the bread will be all gone. Have lunch by yourself today, will you? I have something to attend to. Why? What are you up to? This guy will be such a pain if I let him find out I have a girlfriend. Besides, my girlfriend, Ryu. But he'll find it so funny that he'll mock me to no end. Going to the bathroom. I'll go with you then. It's not just number one. Same here, what perfect timing. Two guys going to the restroom, parting ways in front of the stalls. I really don't want that. Okay, now let's go. So I start walking away. Left with no choice, I start to follow him. As I pass by Fujibashi at the door, I put my hand up and wink, signaling to come for signaling her to wait for a moment. In response, she slightly nods her head. Seems she understood. Man, isn't it amazing that two guys are headed for restroom stalls together? Then I feel like our friendship is feeling really strong. It's just like, what is it? That friendship is magic? Does it mean something like friendship is powerful? Okay, here we are. Let's each hang in there. I don't know what he wants me to hang in there for, but Tsunahara says so with a fresh smile and gives me a thumbs up. I'm guessing this is the stalls. Each reach for the stall's handle. What? Try not to listen in, okay? He says with his face slightly blushing. Then he shuts his stall doors, and after a brief moment I can hear him unfastening his belt. I let a sigh and take out a mop out of the janitor's cabinet. Then with the mop I block the restroom stall door's handle. Guess that'll do. The mop is fixed firmly in place against the wall. While I'm at it, I write my very own room on the door with a pen. I smile in satisfaction at my accomplishment and leave the restroom. So we just trapped in the washroom. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. No, it hasn't been that long. Anyway, let's go. Yes. Walking next to Fujibashi is only about half a step away. As we are still at the beginning of the lunch period, there are not many people in the hallway. Perhaps that is why this awkward distance between feels so pronounced. Well, are you okay with the cafeteria? That's not where we're going. But you don't have anything with you. Yes, our lunch will be, well, is it bread? In that case, we need to head to the student store and buy some first. No, I have a lunchbox. A lunchbox? She doesn't have anything with her. It's Q again. Q. If we go to the courtyard, Oni-chan is waiting for us there, of course. It's like all three of us are in this one relation together. The three of us eating together? Yes. See, Q's there too, huh? I'm sorry. Well, I'm not good at making lunches. But if we eat the cafeteria together, I'll get embarrassed with all the people around us, so, well. I think there'll even be more people in the courtyard, though. I'm sorry, I'll work on my cooking so that I can make lunch boxes, too. Oh yeah, As your boyfriend, I do kind of want to eat my girlfriend's homemade lunchboxes. As my boyfriend's girlfriend's... Ryu's face blushes and she looks down. I'll do my best. I'll do my absolute best. Yeah, I look forward to it. Next we arrive at the courtyard in front of the school gates. This is the same place where I had lunch with Fujiyashi before. Our picnic sheet is spread out on the ground. In the center, I see somebody familiar. What took you so long? Never mind that. What's with the sheet? What are you talking about? We can't really eat from a lunchbox standing up now, can we? We can just sit on the stone wall over there, you know. How would we eat that way? Oh well, you just hold on to the lunchbox with one hand. Someone looked. You point at the object beside her. A multi-layer box? Jubaku? What is that? What is that? Dangopedia. Tell me these things. Layered box. Well, I don't know what I was expecting. So associated with celebrative events, extravagance, 2 to 5 layers generally used at one time. Then what are we celebrating here? Can you eat this one with one hand? Are you serious? What do you mean? You prepared a multi-layer school lunch? It's a lunchbox for 3 people. It's only traditional. How is this supposed to be traditional? Ani-chan was really into this morning. Where did you put that thing? Where did you store that for lunch? How did you manage to put that thing anywhere? Would it even fit in your locker? I figured I was gonna make it. I shouldn't cut the corners. You've been up since 5. Well, of course. You should have a lot of free time. You know what? You don't get to eat anything other than pickled veggies. As expected of Q, that aloof, uncompromising personality, of course yours is so cool. Oh man, flattery isn't really that meaningful when all of you are doing is stating the truth, you know. The girl is so easy to handle. Yes, she's at about the same level as Sunahara. Now, hurry up and eat. Stop spacing out. Take off your shoes and sit down there. Yeah. Take off my shoes and sit down on the picnic sheet. As directed by Q's finger, I'm sitting directly across from her with the lunchbox between us. We also take her shoes off and move to sit down on the picnic sheet. She begins to sit down next to Q. Wrong. Just as she's about to sit down, she is stopped by a yell. Puzzled look on her face, Fujibayashi looks at her sister. Q takes her sister's hand and sits her down right next to me. There's not much of a gap between the two of us. Next to me, her face turns red in bewilderment. Each your boyfriend and girlfriend, that's the way it should be. But steals a gallant glance at me. When our eyes meet, she looks down in embarrassment. So innocent, even though you're my twin sister, you're so damn cute. Can't get enough of it. Acting like an old man. No, cause I can. Do you, have enough space? Yeah, I'm fine. Is that so? Her hands nervously and frantically move on her lap. I can faintly feel warmth drifting toward my thighs. Goes to show how close we're sitting. This pose for Fujibayashi, it's close enough to get her to faint from embarrassment. Let's dig in. Her main dish is pork cutlets slightly seasoned with soy sauce. Q says cheerfully, purposely ignoring her sister's reaction. Lays out the lunchbox as 3 layers. Even if you are at it as a layer for each of us, that's still quite a lot. All of us started eating from the lunchbox, picking from it what we like. Is the pork cutlet the same as before? That secret ingredient was soy sauce, huh? Isn't it tasty? I take pride in it. And that aroma the soy sauce gives out, I have nothing to complain about. Oni-chan often makes this at home. Pretty much my own original recipe. Quite an unexpected talent you have, but still. Look at the lunchbox. Can we really finish this? I've been trying to chow down on it as much as I can, but there's still all about half left. It'll be okay, we don't have any leftovers. What? Do you have a big appetite? Of course not. You're gonna finish it all up. I don't actually eat that much. Nah, we'll be fine. You can definitely finish it all up. And what is your basis for all the confidence you have in me? Ryu's gonna go here, and feed you with her chopsticks. Eh. Surprised, Fujibayashi heads lift up as her shoulders twitch. That way you have to eat it, wouldn't you? If you refuse, you'd be a failure of a boyfriend. It's been a short Fujibayashi, it's been a short relationship. Then she turns its way so quickly that it looks like her neck would snap. You're a nice person, but the in-law is a demon. I just don't think it'll work out. Almost about to cry, she looks between me and Q. Tomoya, you do know what will happen if you make Ryu cry, do you? Besides, what the hell is your who the hell is your in-law? The way you write it in Japanese looks like old woman, you know? That's really rude. You're the one who started saying weird things. Besides, do you think Fujibayashi really the type of girl who can go here, with her chopsticks? I say as I glance at the girl next to me. Q does the same and looks at Fujibayashi. Ryu, you can do it. Clenches her fist and cheers on her sister. Fujibayashi stares at the chopsticks she's holding. Her face is completely red. Looks extremely nervous. Is she thinking of doing it? Q and I look on, the chopsticks slowly begin to move. Chopsticks grasp onto a tamagoyaki sitting in the corner of one of the boxes. Fujibayashi gulps. Okazaki-kun looks at me with an expression that clears as the dishwater. Merely staring at me seems to agitate her and put her on the verge of tears. Here we go. Hachi's holding the chopsticks so trembles, causing it to dance around at the end of the chopsticks. Guess she's trying to say Slowly moves away from the lunchbox and toward me. Munch. It's an instant it disappears in Fujiyashi's mouth. Stares at me, her face is still red on the verge of tears. I guess you couldn't do it. Sorry. It's not a big deal. I'd be bothered if you had managed to do it. Guess it's just too sudden. I'm sorry. Let's stay again, otherwise we won't be done by the time the lunch break ends. That's right, you do your best, Tomoya. Hey, you eat some too. Pick up our pace with our chopsticks. By the time the bell starts stirring, I somehow manage to gulp down the last sausage. Since 5th period, my stomach is completely full and I'm feeling awfully sleepy. English teacher is taking attendance. Tsunohara, did Tsunohara leave early? What's with him? Did he leave early? No. Nothing out of the ordinary to see him come late, but it sure is common to see him leave early. What a hopeless fellow. Sekaguchi. Here. Who's that? Teacher marks Tsunohara's absent and calls out the next name on the roster. Hey, have you heard of the strange story about the guy's restroom? Yeah, there's a guy who wrote something like my own room and shut himself in, right? It's so creepy. I don't even want to get anywhere near it. I forgot about him. Even so, since class has already started, I guess I'll let him out in the next recess. Really? You're gonna wait until next time? Fuck. I nod to myself and succumb to the food and induced sleepiness with my head in my arms. By the time I wake up, 6th period has already started. The language teacher is taking attendance. Forgive me, Tsunohara. I decided that I would rescue Tsunohara after school. He spent the whole school day in there. Well, not the whole school day, but like half the school day in there. During recess, I'm about to rest my head on my desk. Okazaki-kun. Huh? Fujibayashi comes over. Looks awfully nervous. Holding a couple cards in her hands. Looks like she has already, like they have already been shuffled as she told them in the fan with her back facing me. You want me to pick a few cards? She nods slightly. I wonder what kind of fortune telling this is. Here's your eyes stare intently at me. How many? I think about 2 will work. You think? Guess this is fuzzy of a fortune telling as always. I'm gonna pick out 2 cards. Well, let's take a look at the cards. It I'll get to eat something really tasty for lunch today, Okazaki-kun. Wait. I still haven't showed you the cards. No, it's okay. That's how the fortune works. How this fortune works? That sounds more like a prophecy if you ask me. By the way, I drew Joker in 4 clubs. Sounds pretty unlucky, no? That's not true at all. In Daifugu, Joker is the strongest card. Is that a game? Where is that? Oh, there it is. Known as Daihinman. Daihinman? I don't know. Japanese card game for 3 or more players. Played with standard 52 card deck. Its Western counterpart is a game president, or what is more commonly called Asshole. Oh, alright. I think I know what that game is. Come on, how powerful a card is in the game doesn't really matter when it comes to fortune telling now, does it? It's okay, it's fortune telling. She asserts as though she's encouraging herself. In any case, she foretold me having something tasty for lunch, and a fortune of hers sounds incredibly dangerous. She made the food. Well, about lunch today. Well, how should I say this? You want to have lunch together again? I'll be waiting at the same place as yesterday. She nods exaggeratedly, and then quickly turns away as if trying to escape. Ryu, oh yes, your cards, I say, looking at the Joker and 4 clubs that I'm holding. I'm sorry. She clambers back over and shoes tapping on the floor. Then takes the cards and flees back to her seat again. Guess she gets terribly shy. I mean, that's been this whole thing. Looking at the shy Ryu, I let out a chuckle. The bell rings and brings the period before lunch to an end. My classmates all start heading into different directions to have lunch. Now then, I stand up from my seat and look over toward Ryu. Huh? She's not there anymore. Did she already leave for the front yard? Okay, Zach, let's head to the store. Yeah, before that, I need to head to the restroom. Sounds good, I can chow down better after I let my payload out too. Oh, here we go again. It looks like you didn't even learn. Okay. Put the mop in position, blocking the restroom stall door handle. Furthermore, I wrote the word love nest on the door with my pen. Oh yeah, just for lunch end, okay? I swear to myself in my mind and leave the restroom. Why didn't you question me earlier? The spring sky is blue and clear, helping to clear one's mind. Breeze sweeps through the lush surrounding greenery as well as my hair. With such perfect weather, I'm sure anything I eat will taste delicious. She's already proven with our previous lunches that her lunch boxes are quite up to par. At my destination, you can see there's plastic sheets spread out on the ground. Q and Fujiyashi are already sitting on it and awaiting my arrival. What took you so long? Ryu's been here for ages already. I stopped by the restroom. Take care of that during class. That's not something you hear from a class president often. Wait. Oh, it's you. Why is he here? Ah, yes, he came here again. I could see. Guess this will be quite a luxurious lunch. Huh? Wait. So where's the pot? Do you have the miso yet? Wait. Don't worry. Are you okay if I strangle you until you can't even let out the smallest of peeps? Nah, I was just kidding. Sorry. Her smile is awfully eerie. But please, have a seat. Yeah. Take off my shoes and step on the plastic sheet, and I then sit down next to Fujibayashi. What? Hangs her head face downward. That's right, that's where you should sit. You understand how this works quite well, don't you? Finally understands the obligations of being a boyfriend. Even if I sat someplace else, you would just pull me back here, wouldn't you? Of course. With a smile on her face, she sticks out her chest and says so as a matter of course. As I sit down again, cross-legged, Botan jumps onto my lap. Wee! Looks like he really likes it. Well, even if a critter does like me, it doesn't make me happy. Don't worry, the girl next to you likes you too. Having been told that, I look at Fujibayashi. Her eyes meet for a short moment until her face reddens and hangs down. Let's not worry about that. Look, today's lunchbox is amazing. Amazing, hey, you had another box. Whereas there were 3 ladies in the lunchbox yesterday, there's now 4. There's someone you should thank for that. And who would I be thanking? Who is here other than you and me? Haven't been told that. Look next to me. Botan. Fujibayashi looking down again, seemingly abashed. Could it be? Did you make this? Well, I tried my best. She says, glancing at me with upturned eyes. It's the first time we ever made a lunchbox. She's been up since 5 in the morning with me. Oh my god. You worked hard, didn't you? Yes. Although abashed, she nods cheerfully. Q starts to lay out the lunchbox layers. Booey booey. Smelling the aroma drifting through the air, Botan squeals happily. Now let's eat up. The main dish today is Sichuan style. Spring rolls with a little kick. Starting with those then. Move my chopstick near the reddish spring rolls, which are lined up neatly in the lunchbox. Whack! Suddenly Q slaps my hand. What was that for? You moron! Why are you starting with the stuff I made? Huh? Start here. Her fingers pointed at the box next to the one with the spring rolls. Inside the box are several malformed tamagoyaki and some meat that looked burnt. Did Fujibayashi make that? Well, yes. Even if I wanted to be nice, I can't say anything good about it with how awful it looks. Q did say this is her first time making a lunchbox. Suppose I shouldn't be expecting much from the taste. You don't have to make yourself eat them, it's okay. I'm sure Oni-chan's lunchbox is much better, so, What are you saying? Yours is definitely better. Didn't you add the best seasoning there is to it? The best seasoning? Come on, it's a lunchbox that the girlfriend preferred for her boyfriend, no? Full of the seasoning called love. Oh man, that's so embarrassing to say. Says and gets embarrassed of her own accord. On the side, she really is like an old man. Over here we have another embarrassed girl. What exasperating twins. I wonder if it is a strange feeling of being alienated by their behavior means that I'm normal. In any case, I look away for the 2 of them and bring my chopsticks to Fujibayashi's food. You can't really mess up tamagoyaki. Chomp. Munch. That's pretty freaky. What's this strange flavor that's filling my mouth? Kinda tastes sour and salty. Then there's a hint of fruity sweetness to it. Texture mostly feels like tamagoyaki, but it has a strange granular feeling to it. Okazaki-kun, what's the matter? Puhi? How do you use food? Hey, Tomoya. How should I answer them? Should I just give it to them straight and say it's terrible? If I did that, then Fujibayashi might break into tears. That's it. Saying it tastes good poses a huge risk. I'd likely be saddled with the task of finishing it all. Okazaki-kun. I mean, we're gonna be polite. It's good. Wait, should I really be saying it's good? Oh, if when pointing out my girlfriend's weakness actually be better? Let's say I tell her this is good, will she believe what I say and keep making food like that? Maybe. It means in the end I'll keep eating stuff like that. That would be terrible. Is something the matter? As I worry about coming up with a response, Botan suddenly jumps off my lap. Slowly walks toward the lunchbox Fujibayashi made. Sniff, 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 sniff. He takes in the smell. Chomp. And eats the tamagoyaki. I blurt out instinctively. At the same time, I can see change coming over Botan. His small body suddenly flinches, and the hair on the back stands up. Just like that, he falls over with a thud, his short legs twitching so rapidly that he leaves behind an afterimage. Whoa, Botan, what's wrong, Botan? Why? I didn't say a thing. In any case, the lunchbox that Fujibayashi made had been sealed away, and we eat from the other 3 just like yesterday. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Wasn't the first time you cooked. Your stomach, well, okay, Okazaki-kun? For the time being, yeah. Botan, it's water. Here, water. He suffered quite a bit, though. For how small his body is, that's a little bit. That little miss must have been too much. Photon. Seeing the trembling baby boy, Fujiyashi shoulder droops. Amidst that, the first bell rings, bringing lunch to an end. Q, how's Photon doing? That's not good. His breathing stabilized, but he's still not waking up. It's time for afternoon classes already. The frozen Photon in her arms, Q stands up, stares at the ground thinking hard about something. Then she turns to me. Tomoya walks toward me and hands me the frozen Photon. Instinctively, I had to reach out and take Photon. He's completely unconscious. I'll leave him in your care. Huh? I have PE next, so I'm leaving him with you. Wait, again? You'll be fine. If he comes to, just tell him plushie, and he'll stay still. Nah, that's not the problem, you see. I don't want my reputation to get any worse. Who cares about that? This bear. Planning to complain, I start Q. However, I was dissuaded when I noticed that her expression is different from usual. There's a rather girlish, weak feel to it. Wait, what? However, I was dissuaded when I noticed her expression is different from usual. There's a rather feel to it. Okay. That wasn't her. I beg of you, please. I beg you. You can't just leave him like this. You're the only one I can ask. I sigh. She asked me like this. There's no way I can refuse. Bring Photon to my embrace once again. Treat me to lunch next time, okay? Will you look after him for me? Well, we really can't just leave him like this. Fujiyashi can't handle it, no. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't mean like it's your fault or you. It's just your affinity with animals. That's okay. We live together anyway, so you two get along fine with time. We'll get along fine with time. Okay. In any case, don't you need to go already, Q? You're at PE, you're gonna have to change now. That's right. I still need to pack up the lunch, Ox. Oni-chan, I'll do it. Really? I'll leave it to you then. Q clasps her hand over in front of her face, and bows, and then claps, and then heads off to the campus building. Let's clean and head back to the classroom. Yes.